Hello, Mosh.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam. How are
How
you?
are you? I'm good, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good. Great to see you.
All right, mashallah. First of all, welcome to the family.
Thank you so much for showing me this opportunity, first of all. It took some time to think about it, and I say this is one of the best options I could go for yeah,
Jazakallah khair.
with lots of trials and this errors.
Brother, a lot of questions that I'm going to ask you. I already know
Yeah,
those questions, but I'm going to ask you for this call because we will be, as we agreed, we'll be using this call as a content on my YouTube channel. All right.
no problem. No problem. No
All right,
problem.
Jazakallah khair. So, where did you find me or my content first?
It was on Instagram. I found it when I used to search for make money online. So, there were many people coming up with content. So I always wanted something. What I got connected is it's about more, we are in an online world. For me, it's more about to be more ethical and to be the income should be halal. It's one of the most important
Right.
thing. So I wanted to get connected to a Muslim brother or somebody who follows the uh, in line with our principles and things. So this is why I really got connected to you.
That's amazing, brother.
Yes,
And for how long? Do you remember how long have you been following me?
it's been more than a year. Uh, I've been following you. It's nearly 2 years, you can say. Yeah, almost nearly 2 years exactly.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Yes.
So, what took you 2 years from finding me? And I remember we had a call, a quick
Yes.
call, right?
Exactly.
And that
Exactly.
call
Exactly.
was that call was also like 1 year back.
Exactly.
So you had
One
some
year back.
questions, you got the answer. So what took you this time or this line, this long? There is nothing about long or short time.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, what took you this much time to decide?
Right. Yeah. Initially, I wanted to get that was the first time we had a call to know to understand about more about the program and to understand a few things, basic things, not in details, just to get connected. Because this is something what I was looking for. So at that time, maybe I wasn't ready, financially. So this is actually what is one of the main reasons because living in the Gulf region with a family, it's not an easy. So you have a lot of things going here and there. So I wanted to come back to you for sure. I thought one day I will come back to you for sure. But in the meanwhile, I thought, this is my mind. I could do something like small, small things. But it never reached me anywhere. You know, that was the thing. But nobody directed me through a roadmap, exactly something like this. So I thought, no, no, it doesn't make any sense. So I think I should go for somebody who can guide me and who can take me through the roadmap. So this, I thought, I should come back to when I started listening to your YouTube channels here. I've been following you. So I understood there is something in it, which I should really look into it. And if your why is strong, the how doesn't matter. This is what I know. How you arrange whatever you do, your things to get into the course. Because my why is strong right now. This is one of the most important things.
That's a very, very good answer. I mean, a lot to
Yes,
learn from here. How is not important, why is more important. That's
exactly.
true. Very true. I mean, this answer can be given in 100 different ways. Where do you live in, by the way? I'm just going to like go back to this question and why and how, because last night I was talking to someone who said
Yeah.
exactly something like this, right? That
Right.
he
Right.
wants to do something and then later he will come back, right? So
Right.
I didn't answer him because it feels like he's in a mental state. He's thinking in a certain way, and he
Right.
thinks that there are so many other solutions and options out there that he can just pick and try it for a couple of months and turn things around, and then maybe he will decide something else, right? So we'll come
Right,
back.
right, right.
But before that, where do you live in?
I live in Qatar currently, Doha, right? And I've been living here for quite a while. I'm living with my family, and I work as an HR professional currently. Yeah,
Uh, m- you work as an
HR.
HR professional.
Yeah,
Ah, okay, great,
yes, yes,
great, okay,
right.
great.
That's my career-wise. Yeah,
So, so here's the message he wrote about this particular
right.
topic. He said, I asked him about what is he thinking after he saw the presentation. However, did you saw the program presentation before or recently as well?
The program presentation. I mean, not in details, but in general, I've seen it before. Like giving some I've seen you giving some prompts about some videos about this in general before. Yes,
Right. Aside from my short videos, did you watch my
yes.
long videos on YouTube?
No, I haven't watched your long videos actually. I started now watching. Now it's been like 3 days.
Okay.
I'm starting watching your video step by step. Yes.
Right. Do you know that when I make the YouTube videos, I
Yeah.
keep my members in mind,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Those are not sales video. A
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people may think whatever. I keep my
Yeah.
members in mind. So whenever I have questions from my members, I will answer them through that video. So that every
Okay.
video is a training video. People will think
Right.
that this is what interesting is. People think that the content out there on the internet, YouTube or everywhere, they are not complete information. Complete
Right.
information is not possible in every content or every piece of video, but every piece of video has answer to at least one question. And in my
Yes.
case,
That's the.
those are the answers of my program members. So
Okay.
everyone who is watching for free,
Mhm.
unknowingly, they are watching a paid content, but they won't believe it.
Yeah.
They won't believe it.
Exactly.
That's people's
Exactly.
mind. They don't believe in free content. They believe that okay, it's free content. The premium content is inside.
Yes. But I believe, yeah, I think you add a lot of values even though it's free. You add a lot of values, unlike the other people. But I've seen not everybody shares everything. And generally, some values you add for sure. That is something which people get attracted. There's something in it.
Right, Jazakallah khair. I came from that kind of mentors who gave
Yeah.
me a lot of value even
Right.
before I joined them or after their program is over. So they built up a connection and they built up a relationship and trust, and they kept
Right.
delivering even before and
Right.
after. So I have this
Right.
mindset. So this
Right.
guy told me
Yeah.
that, okay, so I thought, let's do something. So I thought to watch this video, but in the end, it came about money, which I have to pay in order to get the access to all setup or all setup. So I thought, let's do something else, which will require small budget, and I will work consistently to earn good amount. And with that good amount, I can start program where I can earn $500, $1,000, $3,000 per day.
Sure. This is what is connecting to me. Yes. Exactly. This is what I thought. But it never reached anywhere. Believe me,
Why not?
because going to give you. It's not going to take you into step by step. It's not going to give you the full picture in details. Uh, so I believe nothing is for free. To be frank, you have to invest. You can spend a lot of money in your education, to complete a degree, but you cannot invest in something which is going to change your life, right? Now, we spend a lot of money for the education, doing extra courses uh, to improve in a career. But why not if you have something, a reasonable amount which you can really change your life and you can really learn the skills from a person who has done it, who has an experience over the years. So why not go for that? That's what, your why has to be strong. So the how doesn't matter. That's what I say. Come back to this point. Yeah. So this is my point for this question.
Right. So I remember a course to to answer him that I did two times. And
Yeah.
I sat for the exam for only once and I failed.
Right.
I remember I prepared, I sat for the exam, I failed. And when I failed, I didn't even feel that I failed. So the why was different. So that
Right.
course is called PMP, Project Management Professional. Back then, I
Okay.
was working as an
Yeah.
engineer, a construction manager.
Right. Right.
So I needed that course. I thought that this course will help me get a better position or better salary, etc. But most importantly, when I got like an intro, an intro of the course, I felt like I'm trying to build a business. I'm trying to have an online business. Maybe this is a shortcut to learn something that project managers have, and I will be
Hmm.
able to manage my projects better. I was in project level. My thoughts were all around the projects level. So I did the
Right.
first course. It was 2,500 to 3,000 dirham. I forgot the exact number.
Yeah.
I loved the training. I loved the
Hmm.
training. It was
Hmm.
completely relevant for me. I used to go through this process in the project level, but
Right.
how to think, how to manage, what a project manager should think, the way of thinking, the what we call mindset, that was covered.
Right.
And the project constraint, what is a project, what is a product, these are very important to keep your head straight, to keep your thought processes straight and hit your goal.
Right. Yes.
Right? Without knowing
Yes.
these, a person doesn't know what is the constraint of a project, what
Hmm.
he must do in order to succeed in the project, what the clients
Right.
expect,
Right.
right? A lot of things. But
Yeah.
I did not write the exam. So I learned a lot. I was happy. I kept learning, but I didn't write exam. After 1 or 2 years, their curriculum changed and the question patterns also changed. Now I had to
Yeah.
go through the course again in order to pass, just to learn, just
Mhm.
to refresh. So I spent same amount of money again, like 2,300, 2,500 to 3,000 dirham, like approximately $1,000, and went through the same
Right.
process. I went physically to attend the classes after work, like late night, and I learned again. And
Okay.
now I was ready to write exam because I thought, why not? Let's try. So I paid for the exam. I wrote the exam.
Hmm.
It was
Hmm.
multiple choice questions, and the answers are immediate. Just you press finish, you get immediate answer. You
Right.
pass or fail. You pass or
Right.
didn't
Right.
pass.
Right.
Okay, when you pass, you
Right.
become project management professional. It doesn't mean
Right.
anything to a company. Company doesn't care. Somebody got PMP or whatever.
Yeah.
They want results,
True.
right? But
Exactly. The need
yeah,
results.
my
Yes.
delivery has to change. So my goal was to go back and I will deliver better. And
Yeah.
by then, after the training, my mindset completely changed. Completely. I forgot about my job. I forgot about what I'm going to deliver there. It completely became how I'm going to run my business.
Right. Yes.
So I did the course twice for myself. And I'm still grateful, grateful to Allah for that thought, grateful to people who did PMP and they
Hmm.
became whatever they became, I don't care, but they made me a lot of money.
Right.
Because
Okay.
after that, I was able to think differently. I was able to take my projects as projects. How should I manage? What should I do when I'm a project manager, when I'm an
Right.
owner, when I'm a particular
Yes.
person? So
Yes.
right now, if I go and every time, this is our habit, we want to do things by hand.
Right.
But when
That's
I
true.
do things by hand, I think I stay away for a minute, look back and think that, is this my job? If it is my job, then what's going to happen to my project, to the other people that I'm managing? As an HR manager, you know that, okay, you have,
Yeah.
uh, like,
Yes.
you work with HR, like you work with people.
Yes.
How
Yes.
they how they
Exactly.
think, how you train them, etc. It's going a little higher level and different than our topic. But the education, I paid for
Yeah,
the education. I paid for the exam. I needed that
yeah,
education. From that education, I'm here today. So if I think that, no, first I will get a job, then I will save some money, that never happened. Then
mhm.
I will pay for that training, then I will get married, then I will go to Hajj, then I will take kids, and nothing will ever happen. It doesn't
No,
work that way.
doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that
No,
way. When
no,
we spent 14 years to 16 years in the school,
yeah,
we never asked this question.
no,
Why are we spending 14, 16 years in the school? What am I going to get?
no.
Brother, tell me, why did you never ask about the education system when you were in the school?
I believe we are trained in such a way, we are brainwashed in such a way that go to school, go to college, get a good job, and I mean get a good life. This is this is how we have been brainwashed from the beginning because schools never actually taught us to do something extra, to do a business. School never taught us. School always tells us to get a job, right? So this is what they will never allow us to think out of the box. You know, they have something streamlined, and we have to go through that certain things. What is being taught
Why?
is what I think.
Why?
If you ask me why, yes, uh, we actually never thought of. We cannot think about this during the school time. We because we don't see a different world when we are in the school. You know, this is how our we have been brainwashed from our teachers or from our parents. As I said again, get good marks, get at the top, and get a good job. This is always the dream of any parents. You know, unless they think in a different way.
Why did they teach this way?
I'm not sure about it because they want something like safe security. This is something always comes to your mind. Let's say I want. Let's say my parents always think my kids should be safe. So this is always a safe way to to live a life, to have a better job, to have a better earning. This is what is being taught. Safety and security is something which always been taught. But this is, yeah, this is what I think.
All right. So safety and security. You have neighbors, friends, and other people who did something else as well. For example, business. Um, did anyone you see died out of hunger, or went completely bankrupt and lost their house and still lived in the street? Eh, Ever happened?
Not not to that level, you
Yeah.
know, not to that level. Okay, so there is ups and downs. It's always
Yes.
there. There's
Yes.
always ups and downs. Even in jobs, there is ups and downs. Tomorrow you might be a
Agreed.
manager, but then next you might be laid off. So you might have to go a little low position because that is available. So in any business, there is always ups and downs. So you have to, it's all about the mindset, I believe. You have to have a proper mindset because if you have a proper mindset, for sure, when you want to reach your goals, you have to develop your mindset in a strong way.
So why did teachers in the school or in the educational academies, let's say school, let's keep it in the school, the first 10 to 12 years,
Yeah,
and not in the university level.
yeah,
University level can be different. Professional school,
yes, exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
they have a lot of things that they're different. But in the school
Right,
level, the first 12 years, the most important time, this
right.
time people can be Hifz al Quran. This time people
Yes,
can be like go in a very good direction, go in a very bad direction, but this is a molding time, right? This is where
it's a
people,
molding.
human are soft, they can be molded to anything. At that
Yes,
time, they go with that, with the people are going with those schools and those teachers, and they are preparing the students in a certain way.
yes. They're preparing them in a certain way. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
and we can't get away from that a lot because
No, no.
we don't have time for homeschool.
Yeah,
I don't have time for complete to give complete education at home. It will be a complete
Right.
different curriculum, and I have to take all the risk.
Right.
And I
Right.
personally don't have time for that. And I truly believe the people, the parents who are giving homeschooling their kids, they're taking a
Mm.
huge risk, and a lot of them don't even know what they're doing. Doesn't matter what curriculum they're following.
Right.
Right.
That's true.
The reason, let's say I'll give you, let's go going to a side direction. It's like a lot of spiral where we're going through a maze in this conversation, but we'll come back to a point.
Yeah.
Let's say you're sending your kids to a local karate school, like a martial arts school. That
Yeah.
martial art teacher may be a grandmaster, maybe have other three black belts, may got training in Japan, or like maybe practicing for 20 years and maybe an expert. But do you have the opportunity to find the best of the best school and the toughest teacher on the martial art, on that martial art, and put your kids there? No, you have
No.
other controls, other control points as well, like how far is this school from your home? You cannot send your
Yes.
kids to too far, no matter how good the
Yes.
teacher is, right? So
Yes.
sometimes we have to accept the situations. So the
Right.
school
That's true.
level, our parents had to accept the situation. Sometimes it's distance,
Right.
sometimes it's affordability, sometimes
Yeah.
according to my location, my locality, this is the best school.
Right. Yeah.
But
We
there is
always
a
look for that. Yes. Yes.
yeah, and
Yes.
there is a certain type of category of teachers always in those
Mhm.
schools, certain category of teachers. Maybe their students are doing, some students are doing very well, some students are not doing very well, some schools are really big, some schools are small. These are the situations in our countries, right? And students
Right.
are students get a mental training according to which school they're going and which teachers they're hanging out with. But the teachers have a ceiling in the mindset.
Yes.
Now, here's my question. And this is where I was going.
You're sealing the mindset. Like a limit.
Yeah,
Yes.
there is a limit of mindset, right?
Yes.
They think in a
Yes.
certain way.
Yes.
And in our countries, where you're from, India, right?
I'm from India.
Hyderabad,
Kerala.
Kerala.
From
Okay,
Kerala. South.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it was like 1 year ago. So mm, our teachers think that students will go out, they will go to universities, or they will go to Gulf countries, and yes, they will make money, but they will become doctors, engineers, professionals, right? Accountants or lawyers, right? This kind of thing.
Yes.
They have
Yes.
certain limits. They do not think that my students will go and build a rocket company like Elon Musk.
Yeah. Sure.
They do not think that way.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. If you keep sending your kids to those schools, do you expect your students will learn how to launch a rocket company?
Never ever.
So what is the way, or how can you get your kids to that point?
It's basically now we are putting ceiling, as you said, ceiling on their head. This is the level.
Yeah,
You
but
are
they
not
they
allowed
have
to
a, they
think
have
out
a
of.
they have a limited time as well. They have a couple of hours only to spend with their teachers and in the school.
Yes. Yes.
But how do you get your kids there? Think out of the box, you just said, right?
Yes. Think out of the box. That's what they say.
How you do
Yes.
that?
I've seen some parents doing, something like extracurricular activities other than the learning. For example, as you said, karate,
Agreed.
okay, swimming. So these are some of the skills which you think that a child requires. So they want, maybe they see something in them. Some parents are there. They see something in their. Give you an example of my child,
All
just to
right.
share you.
Yeah.
I am basically one of my passion was to become a football player. You know,
Okay, great.
because as you said, we are taught to go to school, come back home. We had limitations, right? So my father used to have a lot of control on me because they thought that I will go out of my studies. Will go down with my career. But trust me, I had a lot of passion. And now my son is almost 10 years old. I see the same thing in him. Believe me, I always play with him, even in the house. And this is something what I realized. He has something with him. Why not? He can be air. a player, for some club or something. He has skills.
Yeah,
This is something which I thought, we should always think out of the box. We should always appreciate their skill in whichever area they are.
true.
It's not just stick to the routine things. Yes, you must have some things, routine things, this is there, but on the contrary, you must also encourage their skills. Maybe they have business-minded skills. You never know, right? Because I think this is something problem of our education system. This is one of the things. This is what I see in the current era. Yeah,
All right, that is a great job that you are doing.
right.
But if you want your kids to be in football,
Yeah,
then just playing with him is accompanying him in enjoying the time.
right.
And that is also a father-son bond building thing.
Exactly.
Do you think this is the best way for him to learn football?
He should fly. We must assign him to any training centers. This is one of the things. Yes, I'm working on it actually.
It's up to you and it's up to your son, okay? You may just want to have
Exactly.
fun. You may not
Yes,
want to go that far. It's totally up to you. But
yes.
we need to think about what is our goal. Now let's come back to the original discussion that if I want to do things around and try things around here and there and earn some money, and then I will invest that money in something big. Do you think it is most of the time humanly possible? Most of the time. Is it possible?
Not every time, you can say, not
That's why I
necessarily.
said most of the time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? It, it could be, and it could not be. It depends.
From your experience of life experience.
Mm. Uh, Firstly, I think you must be focused on certain things. You cannot do a lot of things at a time. You have to focus on certain things, and if you can upgrade that skill, this is the best thing. What I see, it's difficult to focus on multiple things. Then you focus on certain things. So this is your line. If you can go in this line and upgrade yourself, upgrade your skills, and you can put a goal for yourself in that area or that category which you want. Is what I think.
Yeah, that's fine. You said right. Then
Yeah,
then why do we not do those things? Skill building on certain things.
exactly. Uh,
Your why, you gave me such a great answer that if
yeah,
you keep asking the
exactly.
same question to yourself, you will find
Yes,
answers of most of your question. If you just say why, just ask yourself
because
why.
yes.
Look at the
Why?
mirror and say
Because
why. And answer
why?
yourself honestly. Yeah, tell me your answer.
As you said, why? As I said before, your why has to be strong.
Yeah.
Then
But this
you'll
why
go for
is
the
such a
goal.
such a strong word for yourself to
Yeah,
find most of the answers that you're looking for. So for example,
yeah,
we are having a conversation now. So I said that
yeah.
why do we not try those skills and keep, I mean, yeah, why do we not? Can I help you?
Yes,
What
yes,
I
please.
think is what I
Yes, yes,
think.
please.
I
Okay,
think
tell me.
when we want to plan something, when we want to try something, we go back and think how much time we have. And we feel that it's not the best priority right now. It is not the top
Hmm.
priority right now, right? And
Okay. This is
top priority. Say, I'll give you an example that just came to my mind. Do you have medical insurance system? You live in Qatar, right?
yes.
You have
We have a medical
medical
insurance.
insurance,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Now, because I pay for my own medical insurance, if you work for a company that your company, your sponsor pays for your insurance. And
exactly.
sometimes I think, why do we spend so much money on insurance? Now, at this point, we are paying like 30,000 dirham on insurance
Right,
approximately
right,
for the
right.
family. And I go back and think, in the whole year, I did not spend literally anything on medical expenses, like taking kids to medical for like fever or cold, and that's it.
That's a maximum.
Yeah. And why do we
Yeah.
spend that much? We can buy a basic insurance. It will cost us like 6,000 to 7,000 dirhams. And that's good enough. But when we are in such a trouble that we have to go to a certain hospital, and certain hospital has a certain department, a certain um, uh, uh, doctor, then we'll go back and think, oh my God, now I'm spending 10 times more. If I had that
Right.
insurance, I could have afforded that hospital would be enlisted and this doctor would be covered. That whole treatment would be covered.
Right.
So we think then after we are in trouble, but
Yeah.
we had to take action when 6 months
Now.
before,
Now.
right?
Yes. From yesterday.
So when we think, when we plan for this, when we plan for certain skill, when we think, this is not my top priority right now,
Right.
I'll do it later,
Mm.
right? When it is urgent. So I'll become a bodybuilder when I need to become a bodybuilder.
No,
So in
it
order to
doesn't
be
help.
fit,
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
exercise and control my diet for six
Yes.
months, 3 months, right? Long time.
Yes. Yes.
So the skill building is we need to think uh, from 6 months, 1 year, 2 years before.
Yeah.
You know the why I was coming back? I
Yeah.
wanted to hear one particular answer because that one answer changed my life completely. Is that taking the teaching, the training, undergo mentorship from the best of the best people in that industry.
Yes.
That one thing changed my life.
Mm.
I tried 4 years, 2010 to 2014, just to be able to know that I can regularly make money online. And that was not enough to quit my job.
Yeah.
4 years. Do you know
Right.
why? Because I was an engineer, a construction manager
Right.
position. And I
Right.
spent 18 years or 16 years in the school to become something. So
Right.
my pride and confidence was so high that didn't that made my vision blurry. I thought this
Hmm.
internet, I know what they're doing. I can do it myself. And I kept trying. And money kept coming, but it was not enough as a profit.
Yeah.
So after 4 years, I saw somebody hired a mentor, one of my friends in that circle, in that internet marketing
Yeah.
circle. And he was
Yeah.
boasting about it. I hired this mentor and I paid a lot of money. I was like, why? Anyways, I reached out to him. Why? He said, every year I have a budget to hire a mentor to learn
Hmm.
something. Now, learn new skill every year. This year I have this budget for this mentor. And I've been following him for a long time, blah, blah, blah. He said, okay, why not? So
Right.
I spoke to his mentor
Hmm.
and he told me, we had a conversation. I was doing already what he teaches. I was on the track. So he won't have trouble to teach me from the beginning. So
Right.
I needed to double my income. At that time in 2014, I was making $15,000 a month from, I think, sorry, from online alone. I wanted to double
Yeah.
it. I wanted to
Scale it.
double it
Yes.
because I couldn't increase. That was like, it took all my time.
Oh, okay.
So I asked him, can you help me double it? He said, yeah, I can see what you're doing. So no problem.
Yes.
So we had a couple of calls, just like this call, a couple of calls. And
Yeah.
in two call, after I joined him as one-on-one student, one-on-one, direct one-on-one, not as a program. It was 88 weeks program. So we'll be having conversation for 8 weeks. Every week, one call, and we will be working back and forth in the chat or so. So I paid him $10,000 and another
Okay.
10,000 to be paid after 4 weeks.
Okay.
That was a huge leap for me, huge risk, and I
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on. And in
Yeah.
4 years, I didn't even know that this is possible. And this is how I need to
Oh,
think. The only my
wow.
the trainings I undergo for my professional stuff, that was the maximum I did in my life, like a couple of
Wow.
thousand dirhams. And that was with some schools, some institutes, etc. Right? Physically, I went to go and like PMP. But this one was totally new. But anyways, security was not the issue. I know him. He's a prominent name. The money is safe, no problem. but the decision was not new.
Okay.
I mean, the
The first
decision was
decision.
new. I'm
Yes.
sorry. The decision was
Yeah.
new for me. In 2 calls, he he showed me such things that I made that $10,000 back in 3 weeks.
Wow. This is amazing.
So that was mind blowing. And I realized that a person who came from other mentors and who has an experience of like much higher mindset, much higher ceiling of thoughts than mine, much higher knowledge, I just need to adopt from him, or I just need to adopt from them. It's the same as
Right.
Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam learned from who? Do you remember?
Salam.
Who was the teacher of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam?
Come again.
Who was the teacher of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam?
Jibril used to give the wahi.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Who was
Yes.
the teacher of Jibril
Uh,
Alaihi Salam?
with Jibril alayhi salam. Yes.
Who was the teacher of Jibril Alaihi Salam?
Allah.
Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allah made it that way. We have to learn
Yeah.
from teacher. Quran, people memorize Quran.
Yes.
And in our countries, they read, of course, and there is a teacher,
Yes.
but they read. So there is a
Exactly.
book. They read and memorize.
Right.
There are some countries, they don't read.
Mm.
I mean, they do not learn memorizing from reading. They learn from heart to heart. Means they learn
Okay.
directly from the mentor.
Right.
So I started thinking that I was the stupid one. I am a Muslim. I know all these things. And I have been trying myself for 4 years. And after that,
Okay.
my life changed. After that, anything I do, course or whatever, of course, I go through courses. Like every single month, I have some new course. Now I'm learning from a webinar. After making millions, we using webinar, I'm learning webinar again from the best of the best mentor, right? And
Yeah.
I have a plan that I will go under his some kind of program, a compact program. He doesn't. I'm hiring him one-on-one would be like impossible for me.
Right.
Okay, maybe he will
Right.
not agree in a million, but with a million, but it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe he will not be available for to hire, right?
Right.
But you understand what I mean? I meant to say that when you hire the right mentor and you undergo the right program, it is
Yes.
possible to get somewhere you want to go, you want to get.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Mentorship is very
when we
important.
think that,
Yes.
yeah, let me become accountant first, and then I will earn money, then I will invest money to become a rocket scientist.
Right.
That doesn't make sense. Our
Right.
own mindset will stop us from taking action.
Right.
We will
True.
think that I don't have time to like do all this, spend all my time and money and energy on doing this front, then save time, save money, then I will invest. It won't happen. Life is really
Right.
hard.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have to take a little leap. Now,
Yeah.
we went to very different direction, talking about very different things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you go through the program? You got access to the program, right?
Yeah. I did good access to the program, and I'm in the technical part. Warrior Plus, setting up the domain and everything. At this stage, I'm in right now. So I
Right,
finished a bit of mindset from Ashley. I've been following Ashley also for a while. And I
right,
came to you guys were working together.
right,
He's also a successful person, I believe. Yeah.
right. Yes.
I saw the biryani, the video with you and Ashley.
Yeah.
It was nice to see you.
Yeah, so when he was here, yeah, I offered him biryani. It was really spicy. He became
Yeah,
red.
exactly.
He doesn't
Exactly.
have a habit of that kind of spicy food.
Yeah, yeah. Great.
Yeah. Um, so do you know what is one thing that affiliate marketers do?
Right. Yes, affiliate marketers. This is something which I have been trying to learn, and I've gone through many things during my journey. It's about promoting different people's products. Uh, This is, and you get the commission on certain basis, certain percentage defined on it. It varies. The percentage varies. That's what I think is affiliate marketing. Yeah,
Okay. Um, your answer is correct, but it can be
yeah,
more precise.
yeah,
So if I ask about you gave me a like full paragraph,
yeah,
and it's correct. What you said is correct. But if
yeah,
I ask you answer in one sentence, maybe one or
yeah,
two words, what would
yeah.
that be?
It's about promoting a product, and you get the commission out of it.
I'll give you a hint. It's
Yeah,
already covered in the first or second module um, in the course.
yeah,
Yeah. Do you remember or not? I'll correct you, no issues.
yeah. I'm not sure about it. Yeah, I see something. I heard something about it. You can help me about it. Yeah, tell
Okay.
me.
So getting your why right is
Yes,
is is all that you need. So your
yes.
answer was very powerful. I loved it. So
Thank you.
when you know why I'm doing something, then during the ups and downs, down times are like that when there's things don't go high, people get depressed and
Right,
demotivated. Your why
right.
will keep you motivated.
That's true. That's true. Very
Affiliate
much.
marketers do only one thing and do nothing else. So when you are distracted, you come back and you say to yourself, as an affiliate marketer, when I'm do affiliate marketing, I'm supposed to do only one thing. Go do that thing. Traffic. Getting
Traffic.
traffic.
Yes, yes.
Rings a bell?
This is the most. Yes, yes.
That was in the first module.
Traffic. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the first model. Yes.
So
You.
we updated and changed our program, a course many times, according to the
Yeah.
response we got from our students, the questions we got from our students. The first one that actually
Yes.
became red with the spicy biryani, that was the MVP, the minimum viable
Yeah.
product. Okay, we put together all
Yeah.
what we knew, but when we delivered, we got questions from students. Okay, from there
Right.
we upgraded. From there we upgraded. We keep upgrading. Now we don't get any question. Now I ask question.
Right. Okay.
Okay, now I ask question. So this was one of the questions. It's most important. We need to understand that if
Mm.
you have a grocery store
Yeah.
or a real business, what is the
Right.
one thing you need? And without this one thing, you cannot have any business. What is that one thing?
It's traffic.
Traffic. So that
Yes.
is in real life, it is foot traffic.
Traffic.
In online business, it's web traffic.
Yes. Web traffic. It's the most
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
Yes. You
Uh,
cannot go and start your grocery in a desert.
yeah,
You
that's
have
right.
to.
That's right.
Yeah.
You must have traffic. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is for traffic, then
Yeah.
why not we start from traffic? It meaning that
Yeah.
ultimately, if traffic is what will make us money, then why
Yes.
not we start from thinking what our target traffic want or need?
Definitely. That's right. That's the
Yeah,
right way, I believe. Yes.
yeah. So my target traffic or target customers want certain type of coffee.
Okay.
I need to know first what they want. Do they like
Right.
Americano, cappuccino, mochaccino, or espresso? Do they like sugar? If yes, what kind of sugar? I want to know everything about them and their choice. Then I
Right.
can offer them the best of the best.
Right. So how do I know it? Right.
You tell me.
Now
You
there
are in
is
HR department. You
yes.
should know before me. Trust me, you know.
We need to study the market,
Okay. How do you study?
the trends.
Okay, good answer.
Yeah.
Aside from trends, this is
Um,
good. This is and correct answer. Aside from trends, what is the best of the best way? As a trend study is good study.
Trends, and it's about getting updated with the current practice.
It's similar to trend.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I think. Yes. I don't see anything in my mind going right now.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah.
You went to an invitation, let's say a
Yeah.
dinner. A friend of you invited you in a dinner to his
Right.
house. And there are other 10, 15 guests as well. You don't know them, you have absolutely no idea what they do, what, etc. You meet them for the first time. Now,
Yes.
if you want to turn them into your customers, just an example,
Hmm.
what will you do?
You get their names and details, right? You get to, example, you will exchange your cards, for
Yeah.
example.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I believe in the online world, you get to have the name and email address,
Okay. Yes, correct.
and that's how the lead we get the leads, so
Yes.
that in future we can, if you want to send them something, you can do the email marketing. Yeah,
Yeah, you're going to the technicalities. Yes, correct. Your answer is correct.
yes, so this is what I think. Yes,
Okay.
based on my small
So do you
experience.
give
Yeah.
your email around wherever you find a website and they're asking for your email, you just give away your email? Every day, how many emails do you give? Like 10, 20, 200, 300? Because everybody
If
will
I get
ask
it,
for your email. You give
yeah,
them?
yeah. If I get attracted, if I feel this is right, then I give.
Okay, so you're coming to another point now. If you are
Yes,
attracted, how will they attract
yes.
you?
Okay. My needs, my this is what I'm looking for.
How do you
If
know
something that
they have what you are looking for?
uh, if I like something, and if it's a right person approaching me, okay, uh, why not I give my email address and everything details? This is
Yeah,
what I want.
right. So, okay. Let me help you. I think you know the answer. You just
Yeah,
can't say it right now. It's okay.
yeah, yeah,
The answer is when you go somewhere and you
yeah,
have like other people, they're talking about other stuff, and some of them know each other, some of them new to each other. Yes, you say your name, but your name is not enough to create a
yeah.
curiosity and have a conversation. So
Right.
when you are in that kind of environment, when you say for your first name and you exchange card, then they will immediately decide whether they want to continue conversation with you or not based on their
Yes,
interest.
yes,
But you're a businessman. You want to sell them something.
yes.
So a card is not enough. A question is more important.
Yeah,
So instead of
that's
offering
true.
your card, you ask them question about them and their life, right? This way
Yeah,
you find what they are doing, what problem they have, and they are more than happy to tell you everything because people like to talk about them. Think about it. I'm here to ask you questions and I've been asking questions. How many times I took the topic and I started talking about my stories.
yes,
I had a reason for that, but still, when I told you my stories, I loved it. It was
right.
always nice to talk about my stories. And it's not
Yes,
about me, it's about you. I know
yeah,
that. I'm telling you the stories for to build a bridge, to give you the answer. I'm using the stories. But when I tell my stories, I'm excited. So people always are excited about telling their own stories.
yeah.
Just
Their
so,
problems.
yeah. So be curious. Then you know exactly what they're looking for.
So,
So
so,
online, now go
yes,
back to online. Online,
yes,
out, offline, whatever. Asking questions always give you better answer than even trend study. Trend study or other
yes,
studies will give you a hint that this is
right.
the trend in this area. You can see that people are going to this shop. It is a cheap price shop. Okay,
Yeah,
I have one in my area. Even the locals are going there. So that gives me a lot of understanding about what's going on in the economy. Now, before
yeah,
locals used to go only in the brands, big brands. Now I see they're going to the price shops. Why? I need to find out. Either ask questions, ask them, ask others, right? So I had an idea
yeah,
about that trend, but I cannot
yeah,
100% assume why locals are going. Maybe because they
right.
found good quality in the price shop at a cheaper price, and also their
Yeah,
income kind of plummeted right now. So they want to, they want to have a better budget for something else.
true.
But I can know only by asking.
Yes, you have to ask their
So
what
now
they
you
want.
said
What?
about the email and the other stuff that
Yeah.
you ask for email, they will not,
Yes.
or you will not, you already gave the answer, but just didn't know what to say. You only give answer when the topic of that website resonates with you.
Cool.
right? So you want to have a
Yeah.
call and you know Zoom works. You search for calling software, you found Zoom.
Right.
Then you give them your email to build your Zoom account, right?
Right.
To be able to use Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
If it
true.
was something else, you wouldn't do it right now because right now you need Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's true. Yeah.
yeah, that is the thing, the asking question.
Yeah. You need to ask questions. Yes.
Yeah,
Then only you will get what they want.
what
Then
they want.
you'll understand their problem, so you can
Coming back
solve
to
it.
the coffee, what coffee they're looking for? What do
Yes.
what do they choose? Like in Gulf
Yeah.
countries, they like Turkish coffee a lot.
Yeah.
They like other coffees also, but they like Turkish coffee. They like
Yeah.
that Arabic coffee,
Yes. Exactly.
right? If you offer Turkish coffee or Arabic coffee to some other country who never tried it and who are not looking for it, no matter how delicious it is, they will not taste. What is this?
Right. Right. That's true. I think my battery is getting down. Let me.
So finally,
My ba-
you could finish your battery. Okay, brother.
Yeah.
You want to connect your plug to your laptop or what?
How long it will take?
I don't know
Approximately
how
1 hour.
much energy do you have. This is the only time we will ever go um, a call one on one. So
Yeah.
I take as much time as I have and like go deep and deep and so basically have a clear a deeper connection with a new member.
Right. Okay.
All right. So do you want to connect your plug or you have time limit or what?
Actually have a time limit. So this is the thing. I was thinking 1 hour. I have to
We
go
already crossed one
somewhere.
hour.
Yeah. We believe close to 1 hour.
Right. It looks like my time is free. No, okay. So
Uh,
if you want to close the call now, let's uh,
I
let's carry on the
can I?
conversation on a weekly call because we have weekly
Yeah.
calls, right?
Right. Right. Right.
So I want to
Right.
ask you one last question: is that how do you feel about the program so far? When you joined and you saw the
Uh,
training sessions and you joined the
yes.
Facebook group, right?
Yes. I joined recently Facebook. Yes.
So
Right.
you saw the
It's
environment there. What is your
yes.
feeling, overall feeling?
The overall feeling is it's the course itself. As I told you, it's well streamlined. When Ashley and you talk about each steps, it's very clear.
I think if you switch off your camera, it will help with your battery. I think Ziad's battery died. Anyways, that was a great call. And probably I will go with another session with him to cover everything that I had. These calls are basically to build the best of the best connection between a mentor and a student. And he is our new member, he's our new student. I will do, and we as a whole team will do the best of the best to take him from where he is now and where he wants to go. And even I forgot to ask him what is his goal. So maybe we'll go for another call. Yep. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye. If you like this video, gently hit the like button. If you dislike this video, then share with your friends and family. Because whether you liked it or not, it could be helpful to your friends and family and your social media contact. And if you think we are doing our best to try and explain to you how you can change your life and you want to watch the next video, then make sure you subscribe to our channel and switch on the notification bell button. And make sure you ask your friends and family and social media contacts to subscribe to our channel, switch on the notification bell button as well. This way, you will help us get 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. To learn more money techniques, watch these videos, and we will see you on the next one.